Hey Leo, it's Rebecca and Perchik from Being Human Tarot here with your November 2018 reading. This month I'm reading with the Illis Tarot, which I will link to in the description if you're interested in it. It's a really cool deck that kind of uses, or that does, not kind of, use for all of the majors, like 90s pulp culture icons. So if you're a child, too loud, far too loud. It's gonna be really loud in people's ears. So if you're a child of the 90s like me, you'll really enjoy that. Um, it so you'll see I already pulled your cards, and so I can see that you got one major. However, the kind of like the caveat is that the minors are extremely literal. So if you pull like the Five of Cups, for example, that card will actually have 5 cups on it and no other illustration or context. And so it's a little bit hard to read intuitively from this deck. So because of that, I'll be sort of referencing Smith Rider-Waite definitions, or not definitions, but that imagery. So I'll start your reading. Oh, and I'm using the same spread that I have in previous months, where the first card represents what to focus on this month, second card represents an additional consideration for the month, and third card second card represents what to put aside for the month, and the third card represents the additional consideration for the month. Thank you for bearing with me with that. So, for your first card of what to focus on, you drew the Knight of Cups, represented here by Winona Ryder. So as a focus of the Knight of Cups, cups are all about emotion. The Knights are all about motion, emotion. But so as a focus, you're really being invited to kind of take whatever is going on with you internally this month, all of those feelings, and to kind of trust them and then move in the direction of like what they're telling you, frankly. And I know that that can be a bit vague but you know, there are many Leos out there feeling many things, and so there's the application is broad. What you're going through will vary, but it's really an invitation to trust yourself, and to trust yourself past sort of, oh, this is what I'm feeling, is it right, is it wrong, to kind of believe what you're feeling and to then act on it. And the Knight of Cups is one of the slower knights, a little bit faster than the Knight of Pentacles, but he's not galloping, he's not like going forth really like quickly. And so it's sort of asking you to move forward with what you're feeling, trust your gut kind of stuff, but also do it slowly, also do it with some measure, with some keeping in mind a little bit of balance and caution at the same time. For your set aside, you drew the Four of Wands. Which is all about spending time with people. It's a lot of social things. Often it can mean like celebrations, like weddings, parties, that kind of stuff. And for your set aside, it's showing that you just don't need to kind of do this in excess this month. It's not saying to completely seclude yourself. That would be more of maybe a hermit like card. But it is saying to, don't overextend. It seems like you're going to be doing a fair amount of kind of like reflection and emotional work. And so if this is feeling, oh, it's so loud. So just kind of take a break, really. Like give yourself the time this month to not feel obligated if people are inviting you out, and there's like a lot of things going on. Then like people understand if you need time for yourself, and if they don't, you know, that's their problem. It's not yours. For your final card of additional consideration, you drew another 4. You drew the 4 of Cups. So another Cups card, 2 Cups cards this month. And what the 4 of Cups is saying is to be aware of when you've had enough. So in the Smith Rider-Waite deck, there's a guy sitting next to a tree, and he's got like 3 cups in front of him, and then a hand is kind of coming down out of the air and offering him a 4th cup. And he's like sort of in this crossed arms like pose, and he's sort of ignoring it. And so the message here is to really know when you've had enough, right? So, I mean, this could be interpreted in a more literal way of like eating, drinking, that kind of excess, but more often than not, it does not mean something that literal. And I think alongside the 4 of Wands that you got this month, which is, and you're set aside for like parties and like social gatherings and stuff. This is similar. It's like, it's more emotional, right? Because it's a cup. But it's telling you to not feel like you have to take a cup just because it's being offered to you. It's nice to get invited to stuff. It's nice to do stuff socially. But if you're not in that headspace, if you're kind of like doing this emotional work for yourself, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Just know when you've had enough. Okay, I'm gonna end now. I hope that I wasn't too much of a distraction with trying to keep him quiet. And I hope that you did. Babe, get me quiet. I hope that you did like the reading, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I upload the videos before the 1st of every month, so you can see what you're getting, have a little bit of time to process, and if you click the bell icon next to subscribe, you will be automatically notified as soon as I upload this suite of videos. So that's it. I'm going to pause this and pan down so that you can see your full spread. See you later, Leo. So as you can see, you've got your focus of the Knight of Cups, set aside of the 4 of Wands, and additional consideration of the 4 of Cups. Thanks for tuning in.